So I'm finally here, recording for you. If you know the words, you can join in too. Put your hands together if you wanna clap as I take you through this Marvel rap. It's not even, it is now. I'm keeping all of that in. The BP, the Agents of Dubs, written by Jim Zub. We got my man from Wakanda. His name's T'Challa. That was a weak rhyme, but I'll try another time. Nick Fury looks like he's gonna be the main villain. And he's got a gun pointed at somebody, but he won't be killing. The amount of damage that the Black Panther is gonna be dealing is from the reverse kinetic energy from his vibranium. I'm still gonna go like that was a perfect one. If I fail at one, then it don't mean I'm done because the Agents of Wakanda actually won. It was thanks to Deadpool, Wade Will's son. He came in and came out. He kidnapped a kid and figured out how to end the threat. It was tough, I bet, for Black Panther to admit that this guy's legit. And by the end of it, he said, okay, this man is Wade Wilson. He's reckless, but there was no killing. I already used killing and Wilson to rhyme earlier in my rhyme. That ends that rap. So I was good with this book all the way through. Again, with Scott Eaton's artwork. I was more impressed with it, again, in this issue more than the second one, because I like the way that looked. The storytelling of what I was talking about. Dude just like opens his arms and punches the air, and you can kind of understand because we all saw the movie. It's the kinetic energy. Make an X, now break it. And when Shuri wasn't telling jokes, she had some good lines, but her best lines were the jokes. Let's be real. Oh, you know what the best line was in Infinity War when Okoye said to Wanda, she said, "Why was she up there all this time?" Two great jokes. That one, and of course, I am Groot. I am Steve Rogers. Man, that movie. The funny thing is, Endgame was so awesome that it belittles Infinity War. So I rewatched Infinity War recently, and I'm like, nah, man, this movie holds water too. Of course, you can't play with Avengers Assemble. That is the greatest moment in history of cinema, in my opinion. But Infinity War doesn't get its credit. It used to be my favorite movie, and now it's my second favorite movie because Avengers Endgame. Woo! Avengers Endgame didn't win the Academy Award for anything, actually. You know what I have to say about Academy Awards? And if you don't, this is it. It's an opinion-based award. Good for them. Who says that I should care about it more than I should care about my own? Because we, the voters, we fans, we voted $2.8 billion worth of times. Public opinion is Avengers Endgame was Best Picture. So it all matters of who you give the value. I'm trying to bring my fellow YouTube viewers up. Like, don't rely on what you see on TV as the standard bearer of your psyche, if that even makes sense. Okay, so apparently these characters existed from like a 2005 comic. They're the Live Wires, right? The Live Wires. Yeah, exactly. There were 6-part limited series. Man, why do so many new characters get introduced in teams? Because when the focus is split 6 times to 6 different people, it's as if the chances of them being something drastically go down. To quote one Scott Steiner from his Impact Wrestling promo. There's too many like Easter eggs in this review right now of mentioning things that are insignificant. However, that's me for you. I just don't care today. My point is X-23 was a character who they kind of introduced solo on her own. She had her own series, and then she was part of the Uncanny X-Men team, and then she joined the new X-Men, the Academy X team, and then she was used out of that group. But because she had so much focus, unlike Hellion, like Julian Keller, unlike, the crew, I think she had a leg to stand on. But when you introduce a group, see Strange Academy, I think one of these students might actually be you know what I mean? Especially if the sales of the book are going to be low, which they are, because everybody complains about we need new characters, blah, 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 blah. not copycats. People say that, and I'm one of the people who say that. But then I also support books like Arrow. Since this is a horrible review, it's not getting edited. Wait, stay right there. I want to show you exactly what I'm talking about. Because Chillmonger reads this comic book. I just don't do reviews on it because I think in the future, Mr. Chill is going to do like a whole. Remember how I did Who is Ironheart, which I'll plug a video to at the end of this, and I'll plug my new X-Men Academy X. So pick your poison. Do you want to see the 3-minute history, or do you want to see like a 15-minute history of Ironheart? Because of this thing here, because of this is brand new. This is not political. This is superpowers. Everything you want in a comic book if you were Team Comics Gate, or if you were anyone who's just kind of sick of the whole Miles Morales and Ironheart, Braun, Sam Wilson, Captain America, another Black Widow, there's another Wasp. Falcon got replaced by another guy named Falcon. Basically all the champions. So Captain Britain now. Like, if you're sick of that stuff, that's the new character right there. Go support it. No? You didn't? You didn't even buy the first issue? All right, then. Maybe you had another agenda for why you were upset with all the characters. Maybe. I was supposed to be reviewing this book. This is the worst review I ever did, or it's the best review. Because I like to keep things focused on the book, but today's not my day. I like the way Deadpool was used over here. I think he might just be this person, this mystery Spot in the back. That just might be Deadpool's Spot. He's not in any books. He's going to be in a Cable book coming up, but Deadpool doesn't have an ongoing series right now, and this is a good fit for him, in my opinion. So the live wires, I got to learn about them. I was good with this book, man. This was okay. One thing I'll also bring up is that because I know in my head it's going to be a 2-issue story, I'm kind of waiting for the end. For all my wrestling fans, you go on New Japan World and you want to see this match that's happening in the World Tag League or the Best of the Super Juniors tournament, and you see that it's a 10-minute clip. Well, you know that the ending of the match is coming soon, and you're going to be like, okay, I can see that the climax is happening at the 8-minute mark, which makes sense, right? 2 minutes before your finish, before the big climactic ending. You want to have that's when he reverses. Oh, that's when he goes to the rope. That's when they get to the top ropes. That's when they jump. And that's when people start going for their finishing moves. If you're not a wrestling fan, I hope I try to make sense of it. But it's like I know that I'm at the end of this 10-minute video. And that affects the way I view these things. I wish I didn't know that Zub was doing 2 parts. It would have enhanced my experience, because in my head, as I'm reading this, I'm thinking, whoa, how are they going to get out of this? Well, I've only got like 6 pages left in this comic, so I know it's bound to happen now, and then that Deadpool does what he needs to do. The action shots in here was cool. Seeing the Dr. Nemesis use the stinging ability. I have the book here. Why didn't I use it as a point of reference? Seeing him use the stinging ability was nice. As he was speaking to Okoye, remember earlier in the other book, it was they're expendable, blah, blah, blah. Well, Black Panther says that as like a reverse psychology to try to make her think, no, they actually are. So this was uplifting Okoye, elevating her status, letting us learn about her. She's got big things coming up. She's got an Avengers, the Empire Avengers comic. I believe it's kind of her team where she's running things. So the Okoye-ness was elevated. Good for her. This was her comic issue. Fat Cobra had his time to shine. What's her name? Mockingbird had her time to shine, but this was the Okoye time to shine. So Zub is doing a good job of juggling everyone. If I'm going to guess who the next comic is, let's go with, not Gorilla Man. It'll be Jason Strongbow, American Eagle. It's his turn next. The Dragon issue, that's probably going to be him. Long review. But that's how I do. Am I going to end it like this too? Maybe I will. Maybe I have skill. And maybe the NBA All-Star this weekend will be chill. But I hope not. I hope the dunk contest is hot, because we got Dwight Howard and Aaron Gordon in the spot. Chicago, Michael Jordan used to rock. But this generation, we got the best. Oh, bye. Watch some Iron. Watch Ironheart on this side. Watch the Academy X video on this side if you're not sick of me. Thumbs up the video. Bye.